Yo, what is going on, guys? Digrex here, and today I'm coming at you with a Moonlighter video. And in today's video, I'm going to be helping you guys vanquish the first boss of the game, the Golem King. So there are a few different strategies that I would do just to get to the Golem King. So now the first strategy is that you can create a portal on the third floor. I wouldn't go on the second floor. The second floor is just a little bit too early. But if you go, create a portal on the third floor and then just make it to the Golem King real fast. This is a really fast and easy way just to make it there. You're already on the third floor. And the second strategy I will tell you guys in a second, but we're just going to watch this through because, so we're on the third floor, right? I already have the map available to me because I explored the entire third floor before I placed my portal previously. So I use the portal in the village, come back to where I left off. Alright, this is a treasure room, so I actually have to fight. But I use that portal that I created. I just come back after I explored the whole third floor. I'm healed up, I've got armor upgrades, and I'm just right back in on the third floor of the dungeon. So I'm in a pretty good situation. Just might as well take some of this loot here, why not? So now I've organized my inventory and I'm ready to face the boss. And spoiler alert, guys, I actually lose the first boss fight. This is the first time I faced him, and I actually lose. This is what he looks like, by the way. Just one boss room. Occasionally an ad comes, but I'll let you guys know all the boss mechanics. So we're going to take a look at the boss mechanics. So I don't win this fight. So he has a slam when you get close to him, and then you can see shadows as rock falls. And these rocks will fall in random formations around the map. Don't get hit by him. And then as you see here, he's aiming at me with the left side of his body, the slime part, and it shoots out. And then watch out, because it swings around, and it will hurt you when it swings back. So you do have to roll. It's kind of like jump rope. You got to roll when the pink stretchy thing comes to you. And as you saw there, he just knocked me back, and a slime is coming in as an ad. So he has a knockback attack that doesn't do damage, but will knock you back. And now as you see, his arm is up in the air, and you can see a shadow actually hovering around me. And when the shadow gets big, it means the arm is getting close. I didn't realize it at the time. I didn't even know there was a shadow here. I was just trying to do damage and predict when it was going to come. But you can actually tell by the shadow that appears. There's the knockback attack, doesn't do any damage. And there's the close range slam. There are the rocks again, knockback attack. And these are all the attacks he has. As you see now, his left side of his body woke up and it is aiming at me. I don't know how to actually tell when it fires, so I just remain evasive until it does fire. Now here, you can kind of get in the pattern of maneuvering around it. So one thing I'm really doing wrong here is I think I'm using the wrong weapon. I think the spear is the best weapon, especially the spear that stuns the enemy. So now I'm starting to get a hang of this. I think, no, I didn't see the shadow at this point. Once I see the shadow, I basically flawless this boss move. Yeah, see, I'm just kind of rolling, kind of not at the optimal time, still getting hit by it a little bit. But as you guys see, there is a way to tell. So I am using a regular spear and a large sword a little bit here. There are the rocks. But this is just not very optimal. I'm not doing much damage. I'm just not really doing well in general. He's taking aim at me again. I get hit by it. I don't know. I don't think there's any way to tell. Just remain evasive until he fires it, and then you can get close and do damage. And then that occasional dodge when the string flings back around. But, I think I actually pendant. Oh, okay. So now this little mob will come. It'll try to loop you up and take you into the hand. But yes, I do pendant out because I had some good loot that I needed to upgrade my weapon. So after that devastatingly terrible fight, I have upgraded. I've got a new strategy. I no longer have my portal because I already used it. It's a one-time use portal to the third floor that I set up. So I no longer have my portal, but now I have potions. And these potions you can get from the wooden hat, I believe it's called, the potion maker. And what these potions do, as you see, I activated it, and now I have fireflies guiding me to the next level. So I'm just going to ignore all the levels, because my only objective here is to complete the dungeon and kill the golem boss. So as you see, I have these fireflies guiding with me, and these cost like 400 bucks, I think, at the potion store place. So it really won't be too much of a hassle to get your hands on these. I bought 3, obviously, because there's 3 floors of the dungeon. I bought 1 potion for each floor because they reset once you go down a floor. So 1 potion for each floor of the dungeon will get you to the boss fairly quickly. This might even be more efficient than creating a portal, since the portal is only one-time use and it just costs a lot more. This is definitely the more cost-effective way. It's not as fast, but though you could just set up a portal and then use one of these. Just use one of these as a way to get to the boss, but just using 3 of them was just super easy for me. See, I'm just rushing through all the enemies. The only enemies I have to kill are in the treasure rooms, but it's not too difficult, to be honest. So I do have to kill the enemies in the treasure rooms, but besides that, I can go straight into the boss. So something's different about my setup this time. I still have my same large sword, and I like to use this against ads. It is just a really nice weapon for me against ads. I really prefer it. You see this thing is destroying me here because these are my least favorite enemies in the game. But I now have a spear that stuns people, which is quite effective. I'm just going back to the healing thing here just to heal up. But I do have a spear that stuns people, and this is great against the boss because it actually does stun the boss. And I do like the spear because you can get a little bit of range on him. So when he does that close range arm slam that I showed you guys earlier, it's less likely to hit you. You can just back off real quick. So here's the final floor. I pop one last potion. You see here, it guides me on my way. And yeah, this is the room I actually had to kill. But we are going to go to the boss fight. So we are here in the boss room before the boss fight starts. You can pend it out at this point safely. The boss fight doesn't start until you progress further into the room and then he wakes up. So like I said before, this is my second time fighting him. His health resets, it's not like it stays. But as you see those little stars that flutter around, it should be his head, but it's not really his head. And that's why I like the spear, because I don't even have to roll, I can just back off easily. And as you see here, I'm stunning him. He's not attacking as much because he's being stunned, and this is extremely evident when you're actually fighting him. So now this thing is taking aim at me again. I'm just doing a ton of damage. The spear also attacks really quickly, so you can get in and get out really fast. So I would definitely use the discombobulating spear. As you see, I missed that dodge. And yeah, this is when I start to realize what I'm doing. Oh, watch also when it pulls back. I would not hang around the left side because when it pulls back, the rock on the end can hit you. I keep stunning him. I just keep stunning him. This thing grabs me because it's going to try to... Yeah, I would switch to my large sword for the mobs, but as you see, it's trying to pick me up and it's trying to put me in the attack like it just did there. So your first priority should be trying to kill this thing, and yes, I do switch to the large sword, get those invincibility frames so that the arm doesn't actually hurt me, and then I switch back to my spear for the boss. And I would definitely recommend having 5 health potions, and I only say 5 is because you can't go in your bag during this fight, so 5 is all you can have equipped in your quick slot place, which is unfortunate, but it makes the boss fight balanced, so you can only have 5 at the max, so I'd make sure that you have your potions maxed out. See, I'm dodging, attacking, dodge, get 3 hits in with the spear. I keep stunning him, he keeps getting stunned. As you see, he's doing nothing here because I keep stunning him. I get knocked back, just get right back in there with a single roll, and yep, back to this attack. So this attack, see, I start to notice the shadow, and I'm not being hit by it very much at all now, if any. And I'm just keeping up the DPS because you can get 3 hits in with the spear because it is a really fast attack. And I keep stunning him, just his arm, and then I believe I do finish him here. Yep, there's the finishing blow. So guys, that's what I would recommend. Use the spear that stuns people. It is super good. It makes his attacks more spread out. He does the attacks less frequently. You can kind of get him in a little bit of a stun lock if you do the 3-hit combo with the spear. And with that close range arm attack, it should be impossible for him to hit you with that. You can get your fast attacks in super fast. So that is definitely the weapon of choice. And I hope you guys understand the different boss mechanics and attack that he uses. And you can actually play with his eyeball once you kill him. But I hope you guys understand the different boss mechanics that have taken place here. All his different attacks. And I would definitely recommend using armor. Mobility isn't the most important armor build for this. But I kind of just went... I have mobility boots on to counteract the decrease in mobility due to my large sword, but the rest is just straight armor. And then of course you get a ton of loot, which I will show you guys in another video. I sell all this loot in a shopkeeping video, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you found it useful. Please subscribe for more Moonlighter, Destiny 2, and Overwatch gameplay. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's been Digirex. Peace.
I'm open to mine, so we all need some time just to settle down. Won't you come around, cause I never can leave it alone. Talking about somebody rolling, boulevard dining, making it count for efforts I can't explain. Ballin' and feeling we drowning, never been humbled by playing the fighter.